so it can record the rest of us. So, quickly, a few things, and then I'm going to do a little something here. We have a house guitar right over here, and it's tuned to standard tuning. We have a stool if you like it. I don't get on it because I look like Moby the Grape and I'm going to fall off the damn thing. And for those of you that like to be a little closer to the ground, we have this. We have a music stand, if you guys can remove your bottles and stuff. There we go. And there's lights here. We have a microphone here, and you can use this mic. Now, little mic lesson here, okay? This part of the mic will move to any angle and hold the mic up. The mic weighs only a few ounces, okay? And if you turn this little knob right here, folks, this guy will slide up and down, so if you are one of those poets that want to do this, right, you can do that. But if you're a guitar player, what you want to do is pull it like this and twist it and bring it in that way. Second, do not do because then we got to get a pair of pliers and undo it, okay? And it's not like this weighs 10,000 pounds, folks. It weighs less than a few ounces, so watch. If you just do that, good. Not even finger tight, more than enough to do the job. Turn it into any angle you want, da-da-da-da. So please don't break the equipment. Be sweet and gentle, and treat it like you would, I don't know. I was going to say treat it like you would your lover, but if you're into S&M, I don't want you to treat it that way at all. So be gentle. Okay, I have a device here known as a digital saxophone. And a digital saxophone basically is a toy that was developed by Casio many years ago. And it was made mostly as a MIDI controller for people who who want to control MIDI with their airwaves, right? And so what happened was, after 2 years, they all went belly up. They all broke. It cost $35 back in the day. And I got 6 of them, and I know electronics, so I opened them up and I found the chip that went out, and I put a chip in there that's immortal, that will last longer than I do. And so I use it as a MIDI controller, but because it has a speaker built in, I can go out on the street with this, sit down and play, and collect some bucks, and it's never too loud to disturb the neighbors or the police. So I'm going to play here a very, very San Francisco song for you. You all ought to know this tune. Can you all hear me?
Oh yeah.
All right. have the toys.
Yay!
So up next, ladies and gentlemen, our first performer for the rest of the evening, starting with Adam. And some of you new people, Jack and I'll go find your names. We will move you up front. You will be closer to the front. We always like to bring new people up in between the regulars. So we make sure we get to hear you. No.
Number 17.
Mary.
Will Miss Mary quite
Rhea.
Hello.
Howdy. Howdy.
Give it up for Ryan Casada. I also played after Charles Haystack last week. I forgot to say give it up for him too.
Haymarket.
Haymarket.
Yeah.
Haystack. Sorry.
That's his bluegrass name, Charles Haystack.
I have an album out too. It's called Too Tiny to Squish. Mine's only on the website though. I didn't give it to iTunes or Amazon because I'd rather take your 30 cents than give them 30 cents. So you can donate on the website and get the music for free on the website too. And a book that I wrote talking about a bicycle journey that started just down the way there outside that garage on Cole Street, or no, Hay Street, sorry. And tonight I'm gonna play Too Tiny to Squish, the acoustic version. The first time that I performed that, it's the, what do they call that, the title track to the album.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm getting excited. 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 I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. It doesn't matter. I'm getting excited. It doesn't matter. I'm getting excited. I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. A free world lover in a free market. A free world lover in a free market. If you want it, we got it. If you want it, we got it. A free world in a free market. A free world lover in a free market. If you want it, we got it. Nothing too big to fail, nothing too tiny to squish. Nothing too big to fail, nothing too tiny to squish. Doesn't matter, I'm getting excited. It doesn't matter, I'm getting excited. I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. It doesn't matter, I'm getting excited. It doesn't matter, I'm getting excited. I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. I'm just out here dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. A free world lover in a free market. A free world lover. Nothing too big to fail, nothing too tiny to squish. Nothing too big to fail, like ancient empires, empires, empires. Nothing too tiny to squish, like a flea, a tick, a mite. Nothing too big to fail, like ancient empires, empires, empires. Nothing too tiny to squish, like a flea, a tick, a mite. A free world lover in a free market. A free world lover in a free market. Nothing too big to fail, nothing too tiny to squish. Nothing too big to fail, nothing too tiny to squish. A free world in a free market. If you want it, live where you want to. If you want it, work where you want to. If you want it, live where you want to. If you want it, work where you want to. What green card? What visa? What citizenship? World citizenship. What citizenship? World citizenship. What citizenship? World citizenship. You want it, live where you want to, work where you want to. What green card? What visa? What citizenship? World citizenship. What citizenship? World citizenship. You want it, we got it. You need it like rehab, we got it. You want it like a bed, we got it. You want it like food, we got it. You need it like a job, we got it. Woo! 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 Woo!
Hey!
Doesn't matter, I'm getting excited. Doesn't matter, I'm getting excited. I'm just out here testing the limits of what's politically correct. Just dancing, testing the limits of what's politically correct. Nothing too big to fail, like capitalist business. Nothing too tiny to squish, like atoms in a bomb. Nothing too big to fail, like capitalist business. Nothing too tiny to squish, like atoms in a bomb. Thank you. That was wild.
Let's hear it for Adam one more time. All right, now this little lady usually stands up, and today I think she's going to use the microphone. Introducing Maria, ladies and gentlemen.
So today I'm doing Delta Ray. It's a cover song called Dance in the Graveyard, because on Saturday I am doing Dancing in the Graveyard. And I'm happy. When I die, I don't rest in peace. I want to dance in joy. I want to dance in the graveyard, And when I'm alive, I don't want to be alone. Going for those who have come before. I want to dance in the graveyard. Oh yeah, like some other man we have been calling yet. Calling yet. I'm making for change, but I belong to all humanities and all that we keep thanks for the fire. We keep rising up and walking the wire. So when we go below, we don't listen to us anymore. Cause when I die, I wanna dance in joy. Wanna dance I don't wanna rest in peace, I wanna dance in joy. I wanna dance in the graveyard, the graveyard. gone. I'll watch you walk on and your walks. And when you reach for me, we'll dance in the darkness. We'll be walking on, walking on. Our daughters and sons, they'll carry on like what we did when we were young. And we'll stand beside and breathe in the new life. That when I die, I don't want to rest in peace. I want to dance in joy. I want to dance in joy. I want to dance in the graveyard, the graveyard. And while I'm alive, I don't want to be alone, knowing those who have come before. I want to dance in the graveyards.
Yes. Right.
I'm gonna do the one. The first song I wrote, ever written. At the crossroads, don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to go. I don't know who to trust anymore. Now I gotta find someone. Now I gotta find myself. Find who I am, what I believe. But someone came and saved me. She's an angel from heaven. She's the miracle that I've been waiting for my home. She's an angel sent from heaven to help kids get through their problems. I'm glad she came into my life when she did. She believed that there was no one else there, not even myself. She was there for me when I needed a friend. She got me to love on the bright side of life. Now I see all the good and everything all around me. And I see all the good and everyone around me too. I am so proud to call her my friend.
Maria, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hold this mic, however, you want to hold this mic, just pull it out of here and then hand it to me. Don't try to put it back in here. This thing's got a little funny thing and people usually wind up breaking the switch. Okay? So up next, a newbie, and you know how we like to sacrifice virgins at the sacred grounds with lots of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack.
Hey, Jack! All right.
Need mic?
For this, yeah, the speaker.
You want to hold it or have it?
If you can adjust it to where you think it might kind of be good towards.
Oh, towards the speaker, I see.
Yes, please.
You're going to do poetry.
Actually, it's a song. It's a rap song.
If that works for you. Jack, let's take.
So I'm only going to do one song today just so I have a little bit of time to kind of introduce myself and yammer to you guys. My name's Jack. On stage I go by Tormented. I'm out of Buffalo, New York. This is my second time in San Francisco, and just want to say it's an honor to play here.
Welcome.
It's going to be pretty cool. So a little background to the song. Let me just connect while I'm talking here. My dad had passed away in May. And we had spoken years and years before, and when I was first getting into music. And I had said to myself, I said, Dad, would you ever come to one of my shows? And he says, well, what kind of music do you do? So I tell him and everything else. And my dad was 56 when he passed away. So he's an older guy, or a younger guy rather, and he really wasn't into. He's like, well, I'll go, but I won't sing along or anything else like that. So this is for him. The song is called Dad. Dad, I really thought this book was over. Anytime I ever needed you, there you were, at my shoulder. You let me know that the world didn't end when my brother and my mother died. You were there for me then, and here we go again. Another chapter added, from a box called existence to a box that's padded. But the order doesn't matter, in the end it's still disaster. Just a broken string between the puppet and the master. A bad heart, but Dad, you had the opposite. X marks the spot, there you were on top of it. I never would have learned if it wasn't for your lesson that a pain-filled life finds death to be a blessing. Your pain has met its end, and for that I'm really glad, but I'm still just a kid, and the kid needs his dad. So come on home, I won't forget to hit the lights, say goodnight, and in the morning it will be alright. Looking back now, I feel I should have wrote it all down, took for granted that you'd always be beside me. You said you would, but I won't see it as you like to. You buried one son, you shouldn't have to do the other. And I can find peace that you're at peace with my brother. I don't blame you for anything that happened, and James doesn't either. We know it was an accident. Until the end, you shouldered all the guilt. I just stood back and watched while your will to live wilted. I'm sorry, Dad, I could have been a better son. Take it up with God and let him know he took the wrong one. And while you're at it, let him know that I'm pissed. Trapped in shit without the people that I've missed. He's done me in, but here I am still alive. Blessed be that call while the damned survive. One. Yesterday, just a reminder that tomorrow's no better. And I've been buried in a bottle since before you were gone. But I wrote the song sober, going 9 days strong. Every day that I exist is a day that I will miss. The pride in your eyes from my tiniest success. I'm fucking up. I'm a failure and I know it. But I look you in the face and your thoughts never show it. I thank you, Dad, for every moment you were glad. Being there when I was weak and all the bad streaks I've had. I've lucked out from two parents I've ducked out. I know now my life would have been struck out without you. That makes your passing hard to swallow, cause where you've gone to, I can no longer follow. I ask God to accept you and forgive your sins. Your struggle's over now, mine just begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. That was awesome.
Let's hear it for Jack one more time. That was terrific, thank you. Surprising.
That's awesome.
Hey, ladies, stick around for a minute. I'm on right now. I'm going to get you the section.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, Ryan Voss.
While we're setting up, I want to take a minute to address something about Bridging the Gap. Jack, I am normally not a fan of rap and hip hop, but I love your words.
Cheers, man.
I love your
Thank you.
I echo that too.
You're always a good cook if you can get someone to eat liver, right?
Ryan Voss, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it.
All right. All right.
First, this important commercial announcement. Stop battling about baseball. Never carried my interest. All the pitchers and the catchers overcompensating batters and their hordes of sick bad pets. Stick those nostalgic movies, which John Goodman or Tommy Lee Jones, and take your drunken eyes, lock yourself inside. Next time we all run home. We got some words to say about football. I suppose I could take a few. If you think you can't condone some people burning in moans, one lady's zeitgeist casts a spell on you. She's a witch! But you know, such a frenzy hubbub. When what's that quite a ball takes flight, and someone falls on his ass on the artificial grass in this melee of all these gorillas in tights. Let's get ready to fumble! Well, you just can't quit, can you? Now we're off and running about the NBA. Across the court with their big balls, too tall for the shower stalls, and all these giraffes will be Michael Jordan someday. Meanwhile, spectators and announcers are busy making mountains from my hills. I say so, Baba Gray. Look how 17 pivots is what play. Good God, he gives us chills. Yes. I think you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, stop babbling about sports. That's the gist of my rant. Obnoxious voices that carry every Tom, Dick, or Harry try to stomach the fanfare, but I can't. I seek some higher purpose. Something less with more intrigue, not into the post-game rap. Trumpets, fans, over ball caps, have yet to find my kind of league. Sing-along time is a real easy one. You just go. All right. Thank you. All right. I haven't played this one in a while. I'll give it a shot. This is one of mine. It's called Constructive Crickets. Well, that's a mighty fine set you did, might a suggestion or two. Wouldn't waste my breath, but I see you diamond in the rough. You're a tattoo abrasive, almost unlistenable. And lay off the poetry, people just don't think that much. Well, that last song you did, I think it needs a better hook. Could do with a touch more cowbell. Have you thought about Korean hip-hop? It's all the rage. Come my way. Maybe change your name for the stage. The one you have's too hard to spell. You can't do what you do without a friend along the way. I'm just a good eye in the sky, see the rising and the ruin. You could be the greatest thing going on, or just a ripple in the pond. You got the rough draft. Just need some fine-tuning. Well, nothing here screams hit single, I can tell the first two notes. And that bleeding heart nonsense went out of style way before your day. What's all biz and commercial flair, packs the house anywhere. That's all that sells anyway. Don't know what to say, but you can't do what you do without a friend along the way. I'm just a good eye in the sky, see the rising and the ruin. You could be the greatest thing since sliced bread, or just a legend in your own head. You got the rough draft, you just need some fine tuning. to carry all that's blue. Just a few more legs to the center of this Tootsie Pop. Well, I befriend both demons and angels, we all believe the same. And if thou sent you smell like the outer world's funk, if you get your fist with flashing sadness and bubblegum, just turn this off right now, cause homie don't play that junk. I'm doing just fine, got a good crew that gets my vibe. I'm up and down like the weather, but I'm still alive. Well, these songs and audio-visual aid to everything I'm feeling today. Still take requests on the inner realm, even if I don't play any of them. This ain't American Idol, more to me than a big smile. I'm just another bird, meant to be heard and then to fly. I say I'm meant to fly. Thank you very much. That's for you, Ryan.
Ryan Voss, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Voss. And now up next, Johnny Hernandez.
Johnny, baby, here we go. Here we go again.
So do you like me impressing you?
Okay, so this is the old song. We wrote it yesterday. Okay, there's two songs. This is the old one.
It's collecting moss already.
Yeah, it's collecting moss.
Fresh cut flowers, fresh cut song.
That's how it goes.
Johnny Hernandez.
And of course, always sing along. Okay, yeah, sing along. I can't remember. That's what I say. Whenever something needs to be explained, if I'm embarrassed and don't know what to do, I can't remember is what I'll say to you. I can't remember is a great alibi. In a courtroom there would be no need to lie. If I get caught in an awkward situation, I can't remember is the preferred explanation. Don't you know? I can't remember, I just don't know. I can't remember if it was or wasn't so. I can't remember if anything occurred. I can't remember. Are three very handy words. Sing along.
Yeah.
I can't remember, I just don't know. 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 I can't remember is a politician's ruse if they don't want to give us any hints or clues. With that answer they intend to never lose. I can't remember is one deception they like to use. I can't remember when I hid away. I can't remember if I did or didn't pay. I can't remember if I confessed. I can't remember as the excuse everyone likes best. I can't remember, I just don't know. I can't remember if it was or wasn't so. I can't remember if anything occurred. I can't remember. All three very handy words. Here we go. I can't remember, I just don't know. Sing along, can't remember, I just don't know. I can't remember, I just don't know. I can't remember, I just don't know.
I don't recall.
Now if you're a child of the 60s, you might have an excuse. Depending on the mushrooms you ate or the drugs you chose to use. But what a long, strange trip it's been not to have a clue. I can't remember, I just don't know. I can't remember if it was or wasn't so. I can't remember if anything occurred. I can't remember. All three very handy words. One more sing along. I can't remember, I just don't know. 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 Yeah. Okay, here's tonight's literary nights.
That was the Ronald Reagan theme song, right?
There you go, right?
Oh, here it comes.
I was coming across the bridge and I just happened to be taking a side street rookie for some reason. We got a song out of it, okay? So, you know, right? It's like, here we go. So, yeah, and it's also sing along too. I'm going to dedicate to my friend. Okay, yeah.
I'm ready.
Bring it on. Yeah. Gotta remember how to do it now. It's that new. You see, this is what it looks like when you're writing on the back of something else that's really new. It's like, oh my God, right? Okay, so here we go. Almost everybody has a favorite song. Keep a performer up there playing all night long. Well, a windpipe can get sore until you can't sing anymore. There's a simple cure to keep things moving right along. If there's something you want to hear, why don't you just buy me a beer? It's a sure way to make my must playlist. So if you got that special song, buy me a beer and sing along. Buy me a beer so your favorites won't be missed. If there's something you hear, sing along. You wanna buy me a beer? If there's something you wanna hear, why don't you buy me a beer? If there's something you wanna hear, why don't you buy me a beer? If there's something you wanna hear, why don't you buy me a beer?
This is a busking song, Derek.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir. Get that right in.
I would think we're here to have a good time, hanging out with friends, enjoying music and rhyme. Maybe smoke a little something and drink a little something more. With all that something going on, it should be a party for sure. But if there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? It's a sure way to make my must playlist. So if you've got that special song, buy me a beer and sing along. Buy me a beer so your favorites won't be missed. If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? Sing along. If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? Until that time when just one more will have me laying on the floor, that's when I think we will all call it a night. But it's a long way until then, 'cause I can handle at least 9 or 10. So keep me singing until they close the bar and turn off all the lights. If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? It's a sure way to make my must playlist. So if you got that special song, buy me a beer and sing along. Buy me a beer so all your favorites won't be missed. If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? Sing along. If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? If there's something you want to hear, why don't you buy me a beer? Or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Johnny Hernandez, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Hernandez.
Play that on the Main Street, I guarantee it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time to sacrifice another virgin. Up here, Steve. Get on up here, Steve.
All right.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, what you do.
Excuse me, right?
Of course. Thank you.
Let's turn it.
Yeah. Hello.
Place it wherever you like.
How you guys doing today?
Evening, Steve.
My name's Steven. I'm from Florida, And
Oh, you swam a long way.
yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, I came up now. No, Cali is crazy. I like it here. So I came here for music.
Oops, self-destruct in 30 seconds.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's dead.
It's granola. It's granola cereal. What ain't fruits and
You
nuts
just won the $1
and
million jackpot! Wrong show.
Well, man. Yeah, no, I write my own music and I'm gonna perform a little bit of it to you guys.
Well, you're in the right place.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, this song is called Coral Castle, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Do I do just a quick little ballad? Okay.
Just know you are unique. You're so mistake. Baby, yeah.
You make right on time.
Self-destruct again. Oh no, atomic bombs.
Abandon the ship.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Stephen, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a big warm welcome. Oh, and come again. We've been here since 1973. We're not going anywhere. Because all of us have been in this room since 1973. That's why you stand up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, up next, some kick-ass blues from the Kick-Ass Brothers. Mayor Joey.
Dancing the bracelet on the ground.
Kick-ass and take names.
That's right. Steven, is that your bracelet on the ground?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Hang up. Oh, Johnny.
All right, everybody. Time to listen to
One of
Joey.
my first urban blues songs called Blues in a Big City, which many of you heard. It was played on Mutiny Radio along with my friend Ryan Casada. We played with Ryan Voss and Lady Zeitgeist.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Johnny
yeah.
Hernandez.
Oh, God.
That was a popular
yeah.
song that described life in the Mission District at large, and particularly in around 16th and Mission. I've been embedded in the Mission District for many years, and this song comes a little closer to home. It's about my daily life from the second I get up in my hotel. It might sound negative, but if you have a good heart, we find a lot of happiness there. I'm also a tenant organizer in that hotel, one of a small group of tenant organizers who represent as many as 6,000 people in the city, and tenants' right activists, so we deal with all situations in our tenants' lives. And this is also dedicated to Ryan's mom, Mrs. Casada, because this is the song I was writing in the library. It's called What Kind of Blues I Got Here. Woke up this morning, they're gonna go out my door. Stepped on a couple roaches of water. And I wondered, kind of blues I'm gonna have today. My neighbor's been drunk all night. Been pounding for hours on the wall. Someone's screaming in their sleep. Two more arguing down the hall. but it's home now. And I like it, yeah. I really love it, yeah. So I guess I'm gonna stay. But I want this, yeah. But I want this. What kind of blues I'm gonna have today? Yeah, what kind of blues I'm gonna have today? Crack deal, smack deal. Try to pick one is on this week's games. Someone just fell down. Someone just fell off. And someone's trying to steal. Someone owes me $20. So I told him, you can slow pay, but you can't no pay. And I want this, yeah. I want this. What kind of blues I'm gonna have today? Someone just got stabbed. Purse got grabbed. There's too many homeless in the street. Everyone's trying to get something from me. What ain't no one taking me? There's a bombing in Iraq. Unrest in Egypt. The monsoon just hit Bombay. And I want this, yeah. What kind of booze I'm gonna have today? And I want this, yeah. What kind of blues I'm gonna have today? Thank you.
Nightmare Joey, ladies and gentlemen. You can slow pay, but you can't no pay. That's the line of the month, baby. That's the line of the month.
You should have Nightmare Joey around when you're having issues with clinic, you know, like,
Yeah, I'll try it next time.
True grounded fashion.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Rainbow.
Stimulation, stimulation.
misery. Oh God, how can it be? Ring bells, birthday farewell on a collision course that's bound for hell. The planet is critical mass, and I don't know how much longer it's gonna last. Look at the human race trying to hide its face. Must have been misplaced. Get
Next week is Halloween. You know that old joke about why witches cannot have children? Because her husband has a Halloweenie and crystal balls.
Wow.
6-year-old told me that. I kid you not. They got all the jokes, the 6-year-olds. They know them all. All of them. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, this lady will come and do the opening feature next week, and I just can't wait since the last time she did one. Miss Lady Zeitgeist. You need a mic?
Thank you, honey. I love that. Thank you. So sweet.
So earlier this week, I saw my hero in concert. Had a nice conversation with her. Showed the camera here. She signed my 200-year-old Chinese fiddle. I signed it too, along with Veronica, who performs with her, and she told me that I inspire her. After to have somebody. So I'm going to start out with one of her, so I'm going to do a cover of one of her instrumentals, one of the first songs she ever wrote. It's called On a Day. Switch gears, I'll do a brand new song that I finished writing last night, so we'll see how this actually goes.
Competing with Johnny.
People often ask me why I chose the name Lady Zeitgeist for my stage persona.
Good question.
I finally wrote a song about my becoming, if you will. So it's called Zeitgeist. Okay, let's just say.
into sections. The time has come to wake up. 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 The time has come to wake up.
Ladies, guys, in your face, you two. Look really nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give her just a little moment here to. This poor lady, she has to bring a moving van every week. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, another newbie, a virgin to be sacrificed here at the Sacred Grounds. Welcome, Bennett. Come on up, Bennett. Stand, sit.
Does anyone have a capo that's out?
Capo alert. I got one.
Who's got one?
You need one.
Sweet. No, I think we'll get it. Thanks.
You see anything like mine?
Here you go.
Never used a cable like this before.
The P should be on top.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
It's basically a wood clamp.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
Bennett, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it.
I won't wait, no flight. No, I won't turn back. I don't want no war, but I will fight for what I believe, even if it kills me. I won't tell no lies. I will not compromise who I am inside. Just 'cause you don't agree. Whoa, no. Even if it kills me. I'll sing the light that tomorrow brings. With life and possibility, I just want to be happy. And I guess I'll just be me. I guess I'll just be me. Even if it kills me. And you could push me down, but I will get back up to fight your words of hate with a song of love. No matter what, I will sing, no matter what. Even if it kills me. you can't touch, no matter what. I will sing, no matter what. You can never take my love. I doubt you're even big enough. I doubt you're even big enough. That tomorrow brings, and with the life impossibility, I just want to be happy. Then I guess I'll just be me. I guess I'll just be me. I ain't afraid no more. I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid no more. I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid no more. I ain't afraid. You can never take my love. Even if you killed me. So I'll sing the light that tomorrow brings, and with the life impossibility, I just want to be happy. Then I guess I'll just be me. I guess I'll just be me. Even if it kills me. I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid no more. I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid no more. I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid no more. I ain't 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 afraid. You could never kill me.
Serious song.
Hey, Damn it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, for those of you who just came in, house rules, shut the fuck up. If anybody is up here playing, show them as much attention and goodwill as you can. And if you hear something that you don't like or don't understand, applaud anyway. Okay? Those are the rules. We do have a house guitar, and it's right here, and it is in standard tuning, for those of you who know what that is. Okay, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we do these features every week, and I keep the features up on YouTube. And this guy did a feature a few weeks ago, and he has the highest
view rate of anybody else, and I think you'll see when he comes up here how the energy goes way up there. Side Street Ricky.
Turned into a tremolo, y'all. I apologize for that. Well, you know, you think that you could, but it never stays like it should. When you find out that your life just in a bag full of knives, and then beautiful birds, so many difficult words, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know they all come and go. While the fight goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Thank you, Mr. Magic.
Oh, thank you, Side Street. And now, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, a very special friend of mine who I've known for, I won't even tell you how much time, because then we're old enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Garvey. Put it together for Frank. Oh, wow, you brought, the rest of your bass is missing.
I know. Oh, wow.
You need to plug that in, don't you?
You got mad at it.
Yeah, okay, well, we're going to have to turn off a mic then.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Use my app.
Hit that blue button first.
Zykes.
Now pull this.
Lady Zykes got
Should I-
hers.
And you can plug in there.
Oh, right here. I already got it. Thanks, though. Thank you so much.
We're going to put him in the main. We're going to put him in the main.
All right.
Yamaha's making these amazing instruments these days. Let's sacrifice him to our God.
Good enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other kind of bass. The one they usually use a bow. He won't use a bow, watch.
Part main, part man, fragmental symmetry, and so long as telemetry sits Spain to take back, talk back, sure shall sting fair. No one's mere importaneous, self-open scene. Frontiers flows froken scene. Nights like a listening dirge dream, the patchy partward and more than half a man. Knock! Knew and woke up back at work. And the whole thing starts all over again. Just like it never happened, and always, anyways, kablam, blam, blam, with the Sofra Ficus Terminus, Stretchburn, Texas, Denver, Black. Look at him! Woo! An old burn tree! Look at him! An old burn tree! Instead of twiddle-dee-dee! Twiddle-dee-dee! Hey, an old burn tree, sing along! An old burn tree, old burn tree! Twiddle-dee-dee! 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 An old burn tree! That's twiddle-dee-dee! And look at me! I know bird tree. Said look at me! I know bird tree. A tweedledee. Tweedledee. I know bird tree. An old bird tree, old bird tree. Tweedledee. 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 An old bird tree. Old bird tree. A tweedledee. Well, Rich baby, I'm going home, I'm Rich baby. I said, can't you hear me, Rich baby? I'm going home, I'm Rich baby. I had me a beer and I started making faces. I dropped the mirror, but I cracked him in the face, so I put it out, trash man, take away. I had no doubt I'd be gone by the end of the day. 4 hours later, I went outside to check. I ain't turned the radar, she was seeing it on the rag, she was looking at herself in the broken glass back. Pulling up the truck shelf and smashing any section. Is it for sale? It's just the thing I need. I said, you're looking pale for a penny, so it's need. Let's get some cash and a living like tonight. I'll be your honey if you know your horse right. So I had another beer and I started making face. I dropped the mirror again and I cracked him in the faces. Break, baby, going home with baby. I said, going home. Look at weed over the tree. Say, look at weed over the tree. A tweedledee. Say a tweedledee. Weed over the tree. An over the tree, over the tree. Tweedledee, 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 an over the tree. Over the tree. Tweedledee. Yeah. soon be lying down in the great divide. Soon be lying in the great divide. One day closer to the day I die. Ain't no time to stop all this getting high. 'Cause I got a plan for what's coming now. I'm making notes for my friends say goodbye. Gonna have a party, invite everybody. One day closer to the day I die. Day closer to the day I die. I better just be picking out my time and the suit I'll wear on my funeral pyre. Better finish this song before I get tired. I said before I get tired. Before I get tired. Before I get
Frank, Garvey, and Alex. Frank, Garvey, and Alex. Oh, I think we're on the phone. Frank, Garvey, and Alex. No problem. I just had to remember I was on film.
Frank Garvey, and there we are. Hello. Frank Garvey and Alex, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I bring this next guy up here, a little bit, some history. A lot of people don't know this, but the banjo is considered the American sitar. And if you've ever heard of sitar, you kind of understand that. Now, the weird thing that a lot of people don't know is they think it's an Appalachian or country western instrument. It is not. It actually came from Africa. And in Africa, it was called a banjeen. Banjeen. It came to America with the slave trade, naturally, and went all through the South. And somewhere between Texas and whatever that is, Tennessee or whatever next door, there was a guy named Joe. And Joe took it and he added a fifth string to it and changed the bridge a little bit and made it heavy enough that it could sit in your lap and changed it from banjeen to banjo. And it became popular with string bands and blackface or minstrel shows. It became very, very popular at the turn of the century during the Industrial Revolution. And very, very, very few people play it anymore. And I'd like to introduce this next person, Jorge. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jorge up to the stage.
Move that mic if you want.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the band is pretty loud, so it doesn't even mic up. But this is a brand new one I wrote, so you guys will be the first crowd to hear it.
Taj Mahal, those of you who know him, good friend of mine. He actually, I was dating a dancer once and he stole her from me and married her. I couldn't be mad at him because he married her and he was a really, really great husband. But he decided to take the banjo back to Africa. And he went to West and East Africa with the banjo, took it to all the banjin players that he could find, handed it to them and said, "This is what America did to your instrument." They loved it. They loved it. And they started playing it, and he started giving them away. And to this day, he still once a year goes to Africa and gives out banjos to banjin players. So I just thought you'd like to know that. Now we have a little tree here, another newbie, another sacrifice for the sacred grounds tonight. Christy, ladies and gentlemen. And the guitar's right there behind that one, Christy.
Is this one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
All the signatures.
That's our
Do I get
signature.
do I get a pick or should I have brought one?
You can get.
Does anyone have a pick?
Does anyone have a pick? I
I
usually
do
bring a
actually
pocket
have one.
full. All I have is quarters.
The picks, they disappear like pens.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. I really liked, what was your name?
Jorge.
Jorge. I really liked your Time Is Wasted, and that's like the most important time of your life.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, it was really good. Okay, so my name is Christy Magdalene. Yes, that's Tom. The problem might be that I don't have a strap, so I'm going to make it smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Sit. I'm gonna sit. I'm from Canada. I've come a long way. I've come from Toronto, and I've been performing in Nashville, Birmingham, Alabama, San Diego, California, Los Angeles, and now San Francisco. It's my first day in San Francisco, and
welcome.
It's a great day. I'm really excited. I've been excited
fun all day. Like, people think I'm on drugs. I'm not. I'm just naturally happy. Although it seems like a lot of people are on drugs, actually. Anyways, that's what I was told on the bus.
If they're on drugs, they're not that happy.
Anyways, this really is a sacred place. Like, it's called Sacred Grounds, and it's so special, and I'm so privileged to be here. And I've read on the internet about this venue that Joan Baez played here, and Tracy Chapman. That they're both incredible. I don't even know who else has played here, but tonight already amazing music is going on, and I'm so blessed to be here.
You're awesome.
A lot of people got their start here.
It's awesome, yeah. It's the oldest running coffee house in San Francisco,
Yes,
from what
it
I've
is.
heard, and
Yeah.
I've been telling the whole city.
Yeah.
Most of the city doesn't know.
Wednesday night is a poetry thing that's been going on here since
Yes.
1971.
Yeah, I was here yesterday night.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna come, but I
Brilliant
don't do
poets.
poetry. I mean, I'd love
You
to.
write songs.
One day. Yeah, I write songs, which is a form of poetry. Anyway, okay, getting to it. One day I will play. I just before I play, I wanted to make this clear. The song is called New York City, and it's about escaping from the suburbs, not escaping from San Francisco, because I just arrived here. It is an original song, and I normally play it on electric guitar in my punk rock band called the Cinnamon Heart, but they're not with me today, and we're not allowed to play electric guitar as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it acoustic style, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you, everybody. I need to get out of this town before it kills me. Every single voice let me down. I'm jumping off the balcony, flying away to New York City. There's a place where I could be free. I fell love within those streets, scattered with deceit. I just want to breathe. The city is filthy. I've no other way to figure out my fate. I'll never come back, leave forever. I know my heart will get better. I'll float away like a feather. I'm gonna John Lennon. Oh my God, you guys! I can't play the acoustic guitar. I'm sorry. I tried my best. I normally played on electric, and it did not work out the way I hoped it did. But you guys all rock, and the next performer will play better than I did.
You can do it.
But okay.
Well, don't let reality stop you. This is the ground.
Okay, back to the second verse. I've lost my sanity. Dreaming's the only way out.
Yeah.
People want a fantasy, and it's aching inside me. Find the perfect way to escape. I know how to melt away. I found a home for me. If I don't leave off a building, as much as anybody, I can make it. I believe. No other way. Figure out my fate. Never come back, leave forever. I know my heart will get better. I'll be the girl with the treasure. I'm John Lennon, we're together. Thank you for listening.
Christy. Christy, there's no such thing as bad around here.
I know.
There's just different levels of you, okay? People will come up here and be themselves, and whatever that is, we tend to accept that here in the Haight-Ashbury. And then as you work, another thing, some people come here, a lot of you new people come here, and you play a song, and you go, oh gee, now next week when I come I have to play another song, and next week when I come I have to play another song, and you start getting frustrated about the fact that you only have 3 songs.
I got news for you. The first 6 months I was here, I came and sang the same damn song every single week until I learned to do it. That's what this place is for. And I have to say, I learned that song faster than any other song I've learned because of the support of the people jumping in and helping and pushing. Woo! Duets are the best way to learn. So quickly, I want to fill you in on what's coming up, and then I'll do my closer. So remember, next week is Halloween, and I will be dressing up as Mr. Natural. So you can get to see what it was that inspired Robert Crumb into turning me into a cartoon, and now people believe the cartoon and don't believe I exist. Picasso said illusions are more attractive than reality. On November 7th will be Rainbow. You've heard him. Kick-ass performance. On the 14th, some more Side Street Ricky, ladies and gentlemen. On the 21st is Bill Wardwell. Now, Wardwell used to be in a cover band, and for almost 30 years, he played every cover tune from 1950 to about the 1990s. And he knows them all off the top of his head, and he's pretty good. They call themselves the Midlife Crises. But now he's too old to have a midlife crisis, and he'll be playing that night, and he's very special. That night also, one of our regulars who's usually here, Christine Desiree, will be leaving town and going home, and we will not see her. She came to San Francisco to get her change and to get her operations, et cetera, and everything has gone well, and she's feeling better, and she's going to move on back home. So we're going to miss her very much. So I'm allowing her on that day, which will be on the 21st, to have a mini feature inside of our regular open mic, so she can say goodnight to us. On Thanksgiving Day, we will not be open on Thanksgiving evening, okay? That's the 28th. So on December 5th, Ryan Voss will be the feature. I have nobody booked. I have no one booked for the 12th, so if any one of you would like to book it that is not booked already, please come and see me. And then on the 19th will be Samuel. Samuel is kind of a finger picker, singer-songwriter, and he's quite interesting. Writes some nice songs about his family. And our resident punk rocker on December 26th, Jennifer Glee, will be doing a feature on that night. So please come on down and support this. Now, we are on the internets, or as people call the interwebs these days. And what we do is we're streaming this live on a thing called Ustream, which you can tune in to at Ustream/sacred-grounds-cafe. So if you go to sacred-grounds-cafe, oops, wrong button, you can see this show. After a few days, the Ustream pushes it off onto YouTube. And then once it gets to YouTube, it's there for eternity. Long after we all die, you'll still be in the spinal column of the internet. So you can Google Sacred Grounds, but type in SF. There are 6 sacred grounds in America, so you'll wind up somewhere like in Arizona or San Diego or Florida, where there are other sacred grounds, and they're not like this one. They have open mics too, some of them, but not quite what we're doing. And so type in Sacred Grounds SF, and then like today is what, the 24th, so you'd say OCT 24. And then this show will come up, both the feature and the show. The feature's separate, but has the same date. And what we do is on the website, we play just the features. So if you just go to Ustream and sit there, you'll see tonight's show, and then tonight's feature, last week's feature, the feature before that, going all the way back to Jack Cutter. So now, let's see, 51. I'd like to dedicate this song to my little brother there. So Ryan, see if I can find the right.
smile. I'm thankful for your wink, that little twinkle in your eye. I'm thankful for the music in your soul. When I'm feeling incomplete, you make me whole. I'm thankful for your touch. You see the little things you do for me that always mean so much. Like being here and always being true. For this and so much more. I thank you. I thank you. I thank all of you. I'm thankful for your fire. You see the passion of your spirit never ceases to inspire me. I'm thankful for this moment that we share and for a chance to let you all know I care. Everybody, so when you feel like no one wants you, know that you're my lucky star. And I am thankful for you, just the way you
Help Teddy out. Yeah. Clean up the place and get the hell out of here. Thank you. Thanks for coming, Steve. You got it. Oh, you. Yay! December 12th, Joey Nightmare!
Joey! My album's released next week. I'm excited about that.
I saw that you put the bow on the bass. I've never seen that before.
I didn't know how that was gonna go.
That was badass
last night. So I was like, oh my god.
I really like the distance that came through the bass, like the wall. Like that was badass. I really like the mega song.
It's my becoming song. You gotta have one. Especially when you have a weird stage.
Totally. I like it.
Thank you very much. I like the banjo.
Oh yeah. I'm
actually very interested in working with banjo myself. I'd probably take a bow across that.
It probably sounds weird as hell. I put a slide to it once. It sounds really like nickely. Like, you know, it sounds like you're rubbing against metal.
You have to do that for me.
Yeah, I'll bring a slide.
Hey ladies, good stuff.